my mom is an angry and belligerent drunk. She's hit my uncle, broke his glasses, cut his face, and he still has a scar. She's also kicked me. Another time, she went off on my aunt and started choking her. She would wake my stepdad up in the middle of the night and just start beating him. She breaks things all around her. She's broken a table, she's broken a lamp, she's pulled things off the wall. She's even been physical with my pawpaw. He's 90 and walks with a cane. Her behavior is completely out of control.
Misti's husband, Brent, says he's tired of dealing with his mother-in-law's antics and says, frankly, it would be a weight lifted off their shoulders if she just died.
Lisa's a whirlwind of chaos. When Lisa drinks, she is very violent and aggressive. She's out of control. Misti needs to take more of a tough love approach with her mom.
You believe there's validity in why I don't like you?
You don't like me?
I don't like what you are right now.
That's a blow.
Why would I feel warm and fuzzy about somebody that I have to guard my kids against?
I pray to God you never have a problem in life.
Misti spends a majority of her time dealing with Lisa's problems. That's time that Misti could be spending with me and the kids. In the last 2 or 3 years, Lisa's drunken episodes have been every other week. Lisa turns what could be happy situations into nightmare situations. At Misti's grandpa's 90th birthday party, Lisa was intoxicated. And when I saw Lisa sitting at our table holding my 4-year-old son, I said, "Don't ever touch him when you're drinking and acting like this." And she looked at me and said, "Brent, I swear to God, if you ever embarrass me like this again, it'll be the last breath you've ever taken." I don't want my kids to grow up around a drunk. It really ticks me off what Lisa has put me and my family through. For years, Misti has enabled her mom. I've told Misti that if her mom were to pass away, it would be a weight lifted off our shoulders. I'm not here for Lisa. I'm here for Misti.
Brent, I'm glad you're here, and you say you're here for Misti, not Lisa. What do you mean?
Well, ultimately, I'd love for Lisa to get help.
Sure.
But after 17 years, I mean, she was high on our wedding day. My wife could not experience a joyful wedding like she should have been able to. And from that moment on, it's just been one thing after the other.
Well, does this come between the two of you?
Absolutely. There's not been a line drawn in the sand that says, you know what? You may affect your life, but you're not going to bring it into our 3 boys and into our marriage.
But that is what happens. You just said it yourself. She's cussing you out in front of your children. Your children say, "Does she not love me anymore?" And she has impacted you directly. She's forged signatures to get medication, right?
I was in college and I got a phone call from my mom and said, "Are you okay?" And I said, yeah, why? And my mom said, "Well, the dentist office called me and said that your prescription was ready at the pharmacy for your pain medication, for your tooth." And I said, "Mom, I don't have anything wrong with my tooth." Come to find out, Lisa signed my mother's name for the medication.
She did the same thing to me. I got, all of a sudden I was in college and my mom called me one day and said, "Your doctor wants to talk to you." And well, he called and was asking me all these questions about how I was feeling and the pain I was having and whatnot. I was like so confused. Well, come to find out, she was calling him to get pain medication for me and she was getting it for her.
Mm-hmm. You say that she calls in the middle of the night, 3 a.m., threatens to kill you.
Yes. She'll call Misti at 2 a.m., then 2:30, then 3, then 3:15. And sometimes I just hang the phone up, put the phone down, don't answer it, and she'll hear me say that. And she's called me back before on my cell phone, and I'll answer the phone, and she's cussed me out and said, "Brent, don't you ever tell my daughter to hang up on me again, or it'll be the last breath you take." She always uses the last breath you take. That's kind of her statement to me.
Yeah.
But she's threatened to my last breath 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, he says you make excuses for her. What are you doing?
Well, I'm sure I have enabled her in the past because for years I tried to protect her and you know, keep people from seeing the bad side and only seeing the good side. But these last few years, you can't protect her anymore.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.